Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dwayne Roberts here, marketing and conversion, and I am jacked. I am excited for today's meeting because we're going to talk about what's really important. We're going to talk about that follow-up. So I'm a little early, so I'm going to allow a few people a few moments to be able to jump into this call. So if you are just now joining the call today, I want you to please put your name, where you're calling from. If this is your first live, go ahead and put it in the comments. First time, we make sure we treat you with kid gloves, right? So if you're just now joining the group, make sure that you come in here, let us know where you're calling from, and if this is your first time. Welcome to tonight's call. It is June 28th. Now, for those who asked for the replay, of course, we will be recording this entire session, and we will give you the replay. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and record on my computer now. Fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Facebook real quick. And I'm going to find this in the group and pin this as the pinned post so you guys know where to find it when you guys are coming in. All right, so here we go. Make this a pinned post. All right, let's see here. Make an announcement. Yep, there's the announcement. Announcement. All right, guys, see some people starting to trickle in right now. If you are jumping in on the call, please let me know where you are tuning in from, maybe how long you've been in the business. And if this is your first live, I would love to know that. All right, we're going to be talking about some amazing things today. It's still a little bit early right now, so I am going to give a few minutes for people to be able to jump in here right now. So sound like a broken record, but if you're just now tuning in, let me know where you're calling from, how long you've been in the business, and this is your first live. Let me know it's your first live. I love these meetings to be interactive. The more energy that you have is the more energy that I'm going to give. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And let me ask you a question while we're kind of getting the ball rolling here. Who loves the phones? I mean, who like really loves the phone? Like you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I have 20 new leads. I cannot wait to hit the phones. If that's you, raise your hands right now and let me know because I want to congratulate you because you are a freak. Most people do not like the phones, right? So if you like it, that's great. But I'm gonna tell you right now, sooner or later, you're gonna burn yourself out. What's up, Lisa? Welcome to tonight's live. Bright City, welcome. Lisa, let me ask you a question. Do you like love the phones? That's what I want to know. Do you guys love the phones? If you like the phones, let me know. If you would rather have somebody else do that follow-up for you, put that in there as well. What's up, Joseph? Joseph, Denver, Colorado. She's one of our newest students who has upgraded to Agent to Rainmaker. Everyone give her a big round of applause for taking the plunge and becoming one of our newest students. All right, so Lisa said, I read the text. Lisa says, no, I hate the phones. Listen, let me explain something to you guys, all right? I'm gonna jump this thing off by talking about how important speed to lead is, okay? If you've never heard that terminology before, let me explain to you exactly what that means, okay? What that means is every flipping minute that goes by when you get a lead, your chances diminish of actually getting that person on the phone and much less actually doing business with them. But that being said, that you have got to be like Johnny on the spot. I mean, let's face the facts. If you're a busy agent and you're out there doing listing appointments, you're doing buyer presentations, you're a mom, you're at the soccer game, you're at the kids' recital, whatever the case may be, how are you going to drop everything you're doing and jump on that phone? Let me ask you a question. When I say ghosting, do you guys know what I mean? What's ghosting mean? That means when you get a lead, you start contacting them, they filled out the form, right? They give you a name, they gave you an email address, they gave you a phone number, but then you contact them and then what happens? It's a ghost. They stop completely communicating with you altogether. Let me give you some backstory while we ramp up, we get into tonight's lesson. I need you guys to understand something when it comes to leads. If you get anything out of tonight's lesson, I want you to get this. Leads only fall into two different buckets. Bucket number one or bucket number two. Bucket number one is they watch way too much HGTV. They're not planning on doing anything ever. They are wasting my time. They're wasting your time. They're wasting their own time. We like to call them the habitual house surfers of the world. We want to know who they are, and I want to kick them out of my pipeline as quick as I can. Or bucket number two. Now, bucket number two is something is happening in their future that has them looking into their options, either now or their immediate future. So I want to use someone as an example right now. Lisa, your name's right on top. So girl, you're now my example for the day. So Lisa, let's pretend that you were not a real estate agent and you yourself was interested in real estate. Something's happening, you're thinking, hey, I might like to buy a house. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're a move-up buyer, it really doesn't matter. You're going to start your journey and you're going to end up in one or two different places. You're either going to be on realtor.com or you're going to be on Zillow, one of the two. And when you get there, you start looking at homes and eventually they're going to pop you for your contact information. So when you surrender your name, your email address, and your phone number, what happens to this right here? If you got a phone, what happens to this right here? Because they took your phone, your information, and they sold it to, drum roll, 3 to 5 agents at the exact same time. Now, were you expecting that as the consumer? Probably not. But let's say you looked at 10 different homes. Can you conceivably see how if you did that, someone could have 30 agents chasing them down? Next thing you know, your cell phone's blowing up, your email inbox is blowing up, the text message is blowing up. So it's hard to differentiate yourself from the other people when everyone's saying and doing the exact same thing, all right? So, but there's still an element of contacting them. But let me ask you a question. Do you know what to say? Or if you don't know what to say, do you say what everyone else is saying? Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm with ABC Real Estate Company, and you're recently on our website, and you were looking for properties. I'd love to help you out. I've been an agent for the last 5 to 7 years, and blah, 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 right? No one responds to that anymore. So the thing is do you know what to say? Let me ask you a question. Let me get a filter in the room right now. Who would like to know exactly what to say? Like if you knew exactly what to say and how to say it, do you think that your conversion ratios may possibly increase? If you can identify if they're in bucket number 1 or if they're in bucket number 2, and you knew exactly how to take them from a lead to the closing table, and you know exactly what to say, who thinks that would be helpful? Raise your hand right now. I ain't moving forward until I get a bunch of darn yeses on the comments right now. I want to see yes, 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 yes. Load me up tonight. If you want to know exactly what you should be saying, I want you to put yes. Lisa said it definitely would be help. That's 1. I got 9 people on the live right now. That's not enough. As a matter of fact, even if you're watching the replay right now, I want to know if you think something like that would be beneficial. Mars says yes. Lisa says yes, yes, yes. Let's rock and roll. Listen, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to say. But if you're a student inside of Agent to Rainmaker, we give you the script, the whole 9 yards. But let me ask you a question, seriously. Let me get real and raw with you guys right now. Who would rather be an agent? Who would rather be an agent and stop worrying about what to say and how to say it? So far, everyone's pretty much unanimously said they don't like the phones, right? So if you don't like the phones and you really don't know what to say, wouldn't it make more sense to let other people do those types of things? Let me ask you guys a question right now. If you're sick, where do you go? You go to the doctor. Why do you go to the doctor? Because the doctor has been trained. The doctor has what's called myelin. If you don't understand what myelin is, it's because they've done something over and over and over and over again where it becomes second nature. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever seen a reality TV show and a surgeon goes in and in the background, they're playing AC/DC music? Like the guy's cracking a chest cavity. You got AC/DC blaring in the background. Man's got a scalpel. He's just going to town. That's because he or she doesn't have to think about what they're doing. Let me ask you a question. If you had a surgeon and you were conscious during the surgery, and the guy or girl cracks your chest cavity and goes, well, what artery is that? Hey, nurse, come over. Give me the textbook. Come over here. Which artery is that? Would that make you nervous? Let me explain something to you. Doctors go to school for years and years, and they practice on cadavers. Trust me, when they crack that chest cavity, it is game on. Their cell phone isn't on. No one interrupts them because they are doing their business, their profession. That's what they are professionals to do. It's called myelin. Now, why am I giving you this crazy example? Because you have to develop myelin, but you need to do it with your objections. Because they're going to say, I'm not interested. I was just curious. My hairdresser's an agent. They're going to give you every excuse in the world. But unless you develop that myelin and you know exactly what to say and how to say it, where it's been conditioned and programmed in your brain over and over and over again, you're not going to come across as a smooth professional, right? So I'm going to share a couple videos with you real quick because I wanted to introduce to you something, a system, a process, a way of doing business that I want you to consider. Listen, it is the end of June right now. If you are not sitting on at least $75,000 worth of commissions and we're at the end of June, whatever you're doing, it's not working. You guys know me. I'm the hard coach. I'm the guy that when you show up for practice, he's going to say, hey, don't grab your glove and hit the field. You're late. Let's do some laps. If you haven't made at least $75,000 right now this year, you're behind the eight ball. But I want to introduce you to something that will make your life a lot easier. A program, a solution, a way of doing business. I want you to be open-minded about it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my screen real quick and see. Let me know if you can see this. Are you guys looking? I need some yeses right now. Are you guys looking at an Excel spreadsheet right now, by any chance? Probably not. Okie dokie. Oh, I know what I got to do. How about now? You looking at a spreadsheet? Fantastic. All right. So this is what I'm going to do real quick. I want to actually work some numbers with somebody so this makes sense. All right. So Lupta, I am going to use you as an example. Can I get a confirmation that you guys can still see the calculator right now or no? Are you guys looking at the Excel calculator right now? All right, hold on. There we go. Are you guys looking at the calculator right now? All right, so let's say you started this program that I'm about to introduce to you on June 28th. You started today, 2021. And you did a $1,500 a month program. And we only converted 1.25%. I'm going to explain that to you in a minute, how that actually works. So if you look at month number one, how much money did you make? You're negative $1,500. I'm talking about a solution. I'm talking about a way that you can actually have us call our leads for you because we developed the myelin. We're the professionals. We know what to say and how to say it. And in a few minutes, I'm going to introduce to you one of my business partners, one of my call center managers that further explains what we do and how we actually do it. But I want to run you down this rabbit hole real quick. So month number one, you spent $1,500. You ain't make no money. It takes time to build your pipeline. So month number one, we're going to get you about 100 leads. Month number two, we're going to get you 100 more leads. At that point, you're $3,000 in the hole. This right here is called do or die time, boys and girls. because a lot of agents, they get to this mark and they freak out because they're thinking, oh my God, I spent $3,000 and I ain't made no money. This isn't working. You made a mistake. Watch what happens if you keep moving on. Month number 3, those people from month number 1, right? They started maturing. They started closing. You started getting paid off it. So you're only $125 in the hole then. But look what happens on month number 4. 15,000, 38,000, 60,000, 100,000, 145,000, 194,000. So by the end of 1 year, if you were on an 80-20 split with your broker and we only converted 1.25%, the return on your investment is 342%. Let me ask you guys a question because I want to know where I can put my money and get 342%. And don't say Bitcoin because I lost my money in that. Where can you put your money and make 342%? You can't. If you did a program like this, you're going to make $300,000 a year if you converted 1.25% at an average purchase price of $350,000. And I got it at a 2.5% commission rate. You may be at 3, you may be at a 90-10. Your average purchase price may be $500. Here's the point. If you guys want this, if you want a copy of this for you to plug in your own numbers, then in the comments right now, I want you to put the word calculator. Just put the word calculator in right now. That is a clue for my team to get with you so you can plug in your own numbers and see if it makes sense for you to do what you do best, which is to become and do an agent's job. Not to be a telemarketer, not have to learn how to hit the phones, but let someone do this for you to get you and yield you a better result. All right. So before I turn some time over to one of my business partners, I want to show you some real videos from a few clients who have been successful at this. So you should be looking at a screen right now. And let me go ahead and play this for you real quick, and then we'll come right back.
To say that I'm pleasantly surprised by the amount of leads that we've gotten. And I know it's a pure numbers game as far as the leads that come from the internet. And I think we've gotten roughly 250 or so the first 5 or 6 weeks. And we're currently working in the field with, I think, four of those right now. And probably have another 6 or 7 that are very close. I've done some Facebook marketing in the past, but nothing that never got results like this.
They're actually the easiest leads I've ever worked.
The field with them, showing them properties and stuff, they are just very cordial. To this point, with the handful that we've taken out, they've been very, very pleasant to work with. And I'm actually shocked. I think it's a no-brainer. I wish that I would have signed up sooner than what we did. The return on the investment is far worth the money that we're paying each month, and we may even double up.
All right, so let me tell you what Jennifer had to say about this.
Not having to do any of the hard, heavy lifting side of it. I think there was a total of 48 leads yesterday when I checked, which is pretty good for only 2 weeks. And I've sent 5 of them over for pre-approval and 1 has actually applied. So I'm waiting to hear back on the status of that, but it's a pretty great program. I'm not really a caller, but yeah, I was reaching out and spending a lot of my time doing the robot myself, posting and messaging nonstop, like 6 to 8 hours a day. So this definitely gives me back some of my valuable time. Somebody else from your program had posted his results, and I'm like, if this really works, I want to try it. So it was worth giving it the try. I mean, $1,500, it's a really low investment for what you can get out of it and what I've already seen results for.
All right, here is another one.
4 months. So I mean, 1 month, it's more than paying for itself. The ROI is really good.
How does what we're doing compare as far as other things that you may have tried in the past?
So I've actually tried doing it myself, like running ads and whatnot, without somebody calling the leads. It takes too much time, and you don't get the same return because, I'm an agent. I have other stuff to do. I can't be calling everybody within 5 minutes all the time. So once actually that's happening, when I get a warm lead, it's way easier of a handoff. Plus, you're also getting that extra added bonus of like authority because it's like, hey, let me give you to my boss or let me give you to this guy. So it's like a secretary handing off. That's a power move.
Roughly, based off of the closes you've had so far, what's been your GCI?
You're looking at probably a little over 20 grand, probably like 23 grand.
All right, and one final one.
A lot of realtors started being more proactive than reactive. And I think a lot of realtors become not necessarily lazy. We become reactive to a situation versus being proactive.
So if you're closing 6 deals per month off our system, what's your average purchase price?
These averages are at 175.
Okay. So what's that in GCI?
$5,000 a piece.
So your investment into our platform is yielding you a bare minimum of $25,000 to $30,000 a month. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right, fantastic, guys. All right, so let me ask you some questions before we turn this over real quick. All right, Dean wants a calculator, Kimberly wants a calculator, Lavina wants a calculator. We all want the calculator. You get a calculator, you get a calculator, you get a calculator. We all get calculators. Listen, my team will reach out and we'll get that to you. But based off of what I just showed you, okay, there's 4 student testimonials. Can you see how powerful this is? Can you see how you really need to let us do what we do best and let you what you do best? Now, I started this by asking who loves to be on the phones? And most people inevitably said, no, I don't like being on the phones. So I'm going to give a follow-up question. Who likes running Facebook ads? Who likes messing with Facebook? Who likes logging into the business manager? Who likes creating the ads? Who likes doing the ad copy? And all that techno mumbo jumbo stuff that has to happen. Who really enjoys that process? Or if you'd rather have someone do it for you, put it in the comments right now, do it for me. I want to know who's out there. If you want to do it if you want it done for you, put do it for me. Lucas said, nope, she don't like doing that. Don't blame you. Now, in my course, we teach you step by step by step how to do it. But just because you know how to do it doesn't mean you got to do it. Let me give you an example. If I was the district leader of a McDonald's and you wanted to run a store, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on the fry station. And when you learn the fry station, I'm going to teach you how to flip some burgers. Then I'm going to teach you the cashier, and eventually you'll be able to run the store. So when you have a business, you need to understand every aspect of your business. But what you're going to learn is you're going to learn that on some things, even though you can do it, you shouldn't be doing it. Does that make sense? Can I get an amen? I'm preaching up here tonight. Let me get an amen. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should be doing it. All right, let me explain to you quickly why we even opened the call center to begin with. Because I like providing service. I like providing value, right? So when you're in my world, I know that the leads have to be called. And I have a percentage of agents, the 20% that are gung-ho. They're like, give me some leads, I'm gonna call them. And some of them do. But I have a larger percentage of agents that's like, I know I need to call, but I got life. I got kids, I got a husband, I got a wife, they got a life. And for me, I don't care how the results come, I just want there to be results. So last year, I teamed up with an amazing guy. He's running my call center for me. We got English speaking people on the phones. And guess what? They know how to sell because I and him, we trained them. We're not talking about some overseas VAs. We're not talking about people that can barely speak English that doesn't get a result. We're talking about people that went to school, studied the book, and have myelin. They know what to say, how to say it. So here's how the program works, all right? And then I'm gonna let Austin, who's on standby to come in this call, tell you a little bit more. for a whopping $1,500 a month. My team is going to run Facebook ads for you. You get the master, the ninja man himself, Dwayne Roberts, and my team are going to run Facebook ads for you. We're going to get you between 75 to 100 leads. We're going to call them. We're going to text them. We're going to wear them out. And when they answer the phone, we're going to ask some primary questions. Are you really looking to do something in the next 12 months? Are you working with an agent? And would you like to speak to the top agent in your city? If they say, I'm doing something, I ain't working with nobody, and yes, transfer me, then we are going to live transfer that person directly back to you. It's a soft handoff. You'll see your phone ringing, and you need to put in the phone, when it comes from an area code, money. Put a special ringer in that money calling, baby. Because when we're calling, when we live transfer, that's someone that's ready to talk. So you're gonna answer the phone, and we're gonna say, we're like, hey, I got someone hot on the phone right now. Can you take the call? And you're like, yeah, by a minute. Boom. Luba says, is there an extra cost? Is that included in the program? This is $1,500 a month. This is an upgrade, an upsell. This is not included in the Agent of Rainmaker. I would go broke. But for the $1,500 a month, then yes, everything's included. There's no more ad spend or nothing like that. It's $1,500 a month. You said, are these leads bulletproof? No, they're leads. Some leads suck, but some leads are good. All right. So there are no such thing as a good lead or a bad lead. I need you guys to understand that. The only difference between me and you is if you get 100 leads, let's face a few facts. You ain't calling them. And if you do, you ain't gonna call them as many times as we do. So what we're doing is we're weeding through all the people that you don't want to call. We're getting the Mickey Mouse phone numbers. My agent, my hairdresser's an agent. I was just curious. We're weeding all those people and only delivering to you the cream of the crop. The people that are said that they want to do business and they're ready to talk right now. So that's the advantage of it. Could you do it yourself? Yes. Could you hire an inside ISA to do it? Yes. But you're going to see at $1,500 a month, it's cheaper just to outsource it and let us do it for you. Again, if you are coming in late to this and you want to see how these numbers could work out for you, I want to invite you to check out the calculator. Just put calculator in the comments and you can put your own numbers in and you can play around and you can see what your return on your investment would be by being with the program of this. All right, so I'm about to turn some time over to the man, the legend, the gift, the man that's in charge of the call center, because he is the one that makes all the magic happen. I wish I can take credit for everything, but I cannot. If I did, it would be, I'd have to be ashamed of myself because I'm just behind the scenes. Because this man, he runs it all. His name is Austin Vincent, and he's going to explain to you what they do, how they do it, and let you make a determination if you want to do one or two things. One, continue down what you've been doing, or two, do something different to get something different. So Austin, are you with us right now?
I am with you.
What's up,
How you doing?
Austin?
What's happening?
Man, I'm excited today. I'm excited because we're telling our students and potential students about a service that is called #Game Changer.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll tell you what, man. I wish I had something like this when I was out producing real estate. I would have tripled my volume.
Yeah.
But I didn't. So I'm so excited to be able to bring you on for you, because I know sometimes you're behind the scenes a little bit. And I want everyone to really understand the service and the value that he provides. So I got a couple questions for you, man.
Yeah, sure. Hit me with them.
Yeah, some people don't even understand what an ISA is. So let's talk about what is an ISA and what do you guys do?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you put it so perfect, right? Because you were like, hey, an ISA, it's going to free up your time and we're going to bubble the best leads to the surface. If any person here watching this has generated Facebook ads, you're going to know that the vast majority of them are not viable, right? Either they've got bad credit or, they're just not, they're looky-loos, they're watching too much HGTV like you were mentioning. So we're really there to intake the leads as they come in real time and be speed to lead with calling those leads. Because you're right, every minute that you wait, once a lead is generated, your chances of actually converting them go like way down, even after 2 to 3 minutes. And if you wait 7 minutes, then yeah, you might as well kiss it goodbye. So our job is to receive the leads, immediately call those leads and call them early and often, right? And get them on the line. And a big thing that we do, and I'm glad you highlighted that, everyone is native speaking English. We're all 100% USA based. We're college educated. We really focus on the highest quality agents out there. Because I know when we were talking about this a while back, we were saying, hey, there's nowhere you can really get like really, really high quality agents, folks that you'd be proud to say that like, hey, this person, you spoke to my colleague, he or she's on my team, so that's like our whole mindset is to provide the highest quality ISA. So the ISA is inside sales agent. Think of it as a call center, but it's way more than that, because we're actually there to like represent you. And like what we do different is like, we're actually going to develop a rapport with a lead. We're not just going to like check boxes and say, okay, like how many beds, how many baths, okay, what location, and start checking off boxes. We're like really laser focused in on having a real conversation with them and developing the rapport and vetting the lead for you, because like in your example, your calculator example, you just need 1.25%. That means you got to go through 98 plus leads out of 100 before you actually find the diamond in the rough. So we always talk about, right, like bubbling the best leads to the surface. So you're going to get with Facebook, with Google, with Zillow for that matter, or pretty much any lead source that's going to come in cold, like the vast majority of them are not going to be like your perfect customer. So like that's what our job is to make sure that we're like finding that perfect customer, the needle in the haystack. And then once we find that lead, like exactly what you were saying, Dwayne, like we're calling the lead, we're like vetting them, we're developing a rapport, and then ultimately we're going to put that lead on hold. We're going to call you, say, hey, we have a lead for you. Do you have a minute to take it? Yes. Okay, great. And then we merge all three parties to the call. We'll introduce you and the lead, recap the conversation that we just had so you guys have some context, and then politely exit conversation so that you and the lead can speak privately. So like we're really trying to focus on like what is the single like biggest like discrete individual action that we can provide you guys like out there, right? And to me, that's like literally handing you a conversation with a lead that's been vetted and a lead that we know is viable at that point, and then letting you guys do what you do best, which is service the customer and then close the lead.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things, Austin, that I'm really impressed what you've been doing with managing the team there is you guys make impeccable notes.
Yep.
Oh, I've been in situations in the past, or even my internal VAs, and by the time I get the lead, I'm basically having to recap everything. Okay.
Yep.
So one of the things that's really nice about what we're doing for you guys is we're making very detailed, impeccable notes. And with those notes, we're actually assigning a star rating. All right. So can you talk a little bit about the star rating, what that means, and how all that works?
Yeah, I love the star rating. So the star rating is a 1 through 10 rating of the lead that based on the ISA's like conversation and what their feel of the conversation was, how motivated they are, what their budget was, just taking all that into consideration, we're going to put a star rating on the lead 1 through 10. So some people say like, well, what's a 6 versus a 7? Or, like we don't give that, like, don't focus on that too much. It's more like directionally, we want to just like give you guys a good feel that like, hey, this is a good lead. This is a 7, 8, or a 9. I really got to turn on the charm and do what I do, versus something that might not be as viable, I guess, or valuable. So we just like really want to give you all the information. We take really, really detailed notes. Like, you were saying, like we write paragraphs, just so you guys can feel like that you were on the call and you can get a real clear understanding of like what was said in the conversation. I had one the other day where like the grandparents and the children were moving in together and like they needed a rancher, because they were starting to like have trouble getting upstairs. So it was like that sort of thing where we were able to like uncover that, get like at the real motivation, right? And then put that in the notes, mention that on the call when we make the warm handoff. So it just gives you like a real good ability to get a foothold in the conversation and then continue that rapport where we left off. You know, because that's the other thing that we really take a lot of pride in, which is like we pump you up, you know, like you are like the number one agent in the area, like you know the area better than anyone that we know, and we communicate that like on the call. So we like really position you on a pedestal so that when you have that conversation, it's a much easier conversation that if you were to like call them up and try to like get all that progress, like we're kind of taking that, the whole thing is we're taking that off of your plate and just like hand delivering you like the best possible lead, making you look great in the process, creating a lot of notes, the star rating. We have a reason for the rating. So we even give like an extra snippet to substantiate the rating that we just did. So there's just a ton of information, and it gets emailed to you. It gets text message to you. You know, we have reporting. So we got perfect visibility into everything that we're doing. So you guys can make sure that we're working hard for you and that we're, you know, converting those leads and you're getting maximum ROI from what we're doing.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if a lead came in, how quickly are you guys calling them?
We call them immediately. So we've got a big team, you know, big team of agents that are literally just standing by. We're talking, we make thousands and thousands of calls every day. When a lead comes in, it goes right to the very top of the queue. So, you know, if we've got a dozen agents working, there's going to be 4, 5, 6 plus that aren't on a call at that given moment. And so that lead is being called immediately, you know, and then a lot of times what we're doing as well is we're double dialing. So we'll wait a minute, sometimes 5 minutes, sometimes less, and we'll double dial them if we get a voicemail, because then the person's looking at their phone. They're like, whoa, this person just called me. I better pick up. And that's all we're looking for, you know, is an opportunity to let our agents like do what they do best, you know, because they're really, really talented and skilled. And they're the type of people that you want to have over for dinner, you know, like you can't really say that about many, you know, call centers. Like these are like real people that are really good people. We have a lot of ex-agents, you know, for whatever reason, they're not real estate agents anymore, but they still love interacting and talking to people. And so, yeah, we're calling them right away. We'll call them second time. We'll call them, you know, a minimum of 4 times in the first week, but typically it's way more than that. And then we continue to nurture those leads through calls. So if we have a lead that says, oh, you know, I'm not quite ready right now, but, you know, give me a call next week or give me a call next month, or even in the next 4 or 5 months, we'll set a call back. You know, we're not going to book that as an appointment on your calendar because the no-show rate on that's going to be too high. So what we'll do is we'll book it internally. That's what we do a lot of times. We'll book internal meetings for ourselves in the lead so that we can call them. And then at that point, make the live transfer. So you guys have the best, you know, you're like spending each and every moment is like maximized, and you're not wasting time calling the leads or setting up, you know, calling the leads for no shows and that sort of thing. So we just want to like make that direct connection. So we've gotten really good at it over the years.
That's awesome. Awesome. So one of the things we keep talking about is how you don't need a large percentage of people to convert in order to get an amazing ROI. Here's where the average agent makes the mistake. They're not calling the 100 leads to find the 1 or the 2 for whatever reason. It's not their thing. They're not good at it. They don't have enough time. They feel they're going to be rejected, whatever the case may be. When you're a business owner, and each and every one of you on this call, you're a business owner. And when you're a business owner, you don't have to wear every hat. Do what you do best and then outsource the rest. Hey, I'm going to trademark that. Do what you do best and outsource the rest. Now, if you guys are thinking to yourselves, oh my gosh, it's $1,500 a month. Okay, first of all, if that thought is running through your head and you are not a student of Agent to Rainmaker, if you're not one of my private clients, we need to talk, because a $1,500 investment should not be that life decision that you have to make. We got to get you some more closings. And secondly, here's the truth. The truth is this: I'm not charging enough. Okay, we could easily be charging $2,500 to $3,000 a month for the exact same service. I know of competitors that do charge that amount with overseas ISAs that doesn't get nowhere near the same results.
Yeah.
Why am I telling you that? I just want to emphasize the fact that this is a value that I bring to the group, and this isn't a huge profit center for us. This is an opportunity for us to give back to you to help you get the results that you want to help catapult your business to the next level. All right. So I want to put a little plug in real quick. I want to tease you with a little bit of information, something that we've been experimenting with lack of better terminology. But how amazing would it be if we got you guys listing appointments? How amazing would it be is if our call center started calling neighborhoods and we got someone on the phone that said, yeah, we've been thinking about selling, and we set you up a listing appointment. Would that be valuable? Put in the comments right now if you think that would be valuable. Matter of fact, I want to know, just put in the comments, say, give me listing appointments. That's what I want you to put in the comments. Give me listing appointments. Would that be valuable? I ain't saying we doing it yet. I am saying that it's coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
I'm saying that we are experimenting with a few things. And so far, the results have been amazing.
Yep.
But we're not ready to let the cat out of the bag just yet. But I'm going to tell you this. The first group of people that we bring in on this, you need to put in the comments right now, because I'm not allowing this to be open to my entire group. Basically, if you're not on this call, you ain't going to know about it.
Yeah.
So if you think that's something that you want to hear about, if we actually release that to the public, let us know. We're setting up listing appointments for you. Okay. So here's the last thing I want to talk about, guys. I want to talk about mindset. I want to talk about what you need to do in order to get to the next level, because everyone's next level is different. Maybe you're already closing a couple transactions a month and you want to double that. Maybe you're already doing 5 a month and you want to do 10 a month. Maybe you're a newer agent and you're struggling just to close 1 or 2 a month. Okay. You do what you do best, outsource the rest. Now, the scripts and everything we do, everything you need to know is inside Agent to Rainmaker. If you like what you're hearing right now, and you're like, man, this Dwayne guy, he knows his stuff. I would love to have a 15-minute consultation with you to learn about what you're doing, what's working, what's not, and let's see if we have something to help you get to your next level. So in the comments right now, if you like what you're hearing and you want to get more information about the Agent to Rainmaker program, because if you think that this information was valuable, you ain't seen nothing yet. If you want to talk to my team and have my team share with you what we're doing now to do the 2 most important things in this business, which is to attract buyer and sellers, and more importantly, how to convert buyer and sellers. And then I want you to put in the comments right now, increase. So go down to the comments right now. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Put increase in the comments right now. That is going to be a clue for my team to reach out to you to get you on our schedule for a 15-minute non-sales call. We're going to tell you about what we do, how we do it, let you make a decision if it can fit into your lifestyle, into your business plan. Now, if you like what you're hearing about the call center and you're like, man, I think I need that in my business, then let's talk about it. Regardless, I'm going to get you the calculator. If you put calculator in there, I'm going to get you the calculator. But if you're listening to this, you're thinking, man, I think I need to do this, and you want to get more information, then I want you to put in the comments right now, I just want you to put the words call center. All right, so here's the call to actions for tonight. If you want to copy the calculator, put in the words calculator. If you want to increase your business and learn more about Agent to Rainmaker, where my average client is closing 2 to 3 extra transactions per month, I want you to put in the comments increase. And if you like what you're hearing about the call center, about the follow-up, about how you can have professionals do this for you, call in your leads the second they come in, and then live transfer you the hot ones, then in the comments right now, I want you to put the word call center. And that'll be a clue to my team to reach out to you to get you the information that you actually need. So guys, I am so excited. I'm not gonna hold everyone hostage tonight. We normally do these about 45 minutes or so. Austin, you're absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I love that you're a partner with us, man, and that you're making great things happen. You do what you do best, man, so I can do what I do best.
That's it.
Get my real estate agents getting to that next level. So guys, that is going to be it for today's call. If you want the replay, type in the word replay. You want to get more information, put the appropriate keyword, and we will see you next week, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Next week, you don't want to miss it because it is the beautiful, amazing Amanda Roberts, and she's coming to you with a star-packed training on Monday night, guys. So that's it for now. We'll see you guys next week. Bye for now. Thank you, Austin.
Thanks, Dwayne. See you guys.